Hey everyone, XylaTakura here. Hope you're okay and well. Apologies for not streaming on Friday. Unfortunately, for some reason my hay fever was going haywire Friday, so I decided it would be best not to stream, considering all I would have been doing is sneezing every 5 seconds. So I have compiled Friday's stream and today's stream into today. So this morning we're going to be doing the investigation into Nagito's murder, and then this afternoon we will be doing the trial. So yeah, Nagito's dead. Gotta say I'm not upset about it really. But enough about that, let's get into the game and let us explore how he was murdered, because I mean, I was hoping he was gonna die, but he died really brutally, so. Forgot about the electric guitar version, it's so good. Okay, let's go. First, we need to look at the Monokuma file. Let's do it. Apologies if you hear banging. My dad is in the garage below me doing some construction work by the sounds of it. So yeah, that's awkward. I didn't realise he was going to be doing that today, but we'll just have to keep going. We'll plough through. Apologies, but we'll plough through. The victim is Nagito Kamade. I can't even remember how he pronounced his surname, so I'm going to skim over that before I brutally murder that. Oh hey, he's almost as tall as I was. He's slightly taller than me. 28th of April is his birthday, and he's got O-type blood. Cool. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. God, that's a way to go, isn't it? Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. So brutal. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed.
Huh? Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file?
Again? But what's wrong with it? Not only is there a spear stabbed in the stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his hand.
Yep. It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for.
Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be.
We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first. See? If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss.
Well, I guess you're right. Then let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I can properly investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. You probably didn't expect to end up like this either. Right, what we got? Let's just check out the body first, I guess. I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us, but even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times where we were only able to reach the truth because of him, but everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No, now's not the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. Well, it looks like he might have been bashed in the head or something. Let's look at the spear first. Spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach.
There's no way around it. This looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle, and then there's an iron weight attached to it. Phew! I see. You use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear. This is your first time looking at the— oh. I was carrying on, Monokuma. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not. This is the Spear of Gungnir, right? You definitely just came up with that just now. Hey! He didn't come up with that. That is Odin's spear. Don't start Norse mythologying me. By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from?
I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle.
What? Nezumi Castle?
What the hell?
I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you, mice. Damn you all to hell. I see, even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle. It looks like that part has blood on it too. But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Oh yeah. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nezumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm it later. Let's check out the knife. The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel?
This knife. It must be from the military base.
Military base? Ah, now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
Well, by the way, it seems the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife.
Which means after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his hand, right?
It cannot be! And then they finished him off with the spear. How cruel!
Then does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all?
You are right. That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use this?
I don't know. A reason they had to use the spear? Huh. Survival knife. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Because it's pointy. They needed the spear because it's pointy. Hey Weasel, sweetie. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good weekend. Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over it doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to stop looking at him.
Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me.
Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off his mouth. Time for some 6 a.m. murder. Jeez, this is 6 a.m. there? Oh my days. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine. It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Hey!
But putting the duct tape back isn't the issue. You ungrateful swine, you're gonna get cursed. Spellementary, my dear. The blood on... Oh, Chiaki.
The blood on Nagito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case...
Man.
It's no use. She's not listening.
Hey! What about the blood splattered on his face? There's no blood under the duct tape.
Huh?
What's wrong with that?
Well, this duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking towards the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape.
Seriously? What's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got all those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
Yep. Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should remember it. Right, let's check all of the stabs on his legs. Ugh. Both Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. She just wants to know what flavour the tape is. Yeah, Chiaki's a strange girl, but she's cool. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito? They also stabbed his legs? Why? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge towards him. Well, they might have been torturing him. Torture?
Huh?
I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
Even so.
Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge towards Nagito. Refusing to let him die easily, I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? I mean, he was an asshole, so, I mean, I'm not upset he's dead. I mean, I'm surprised he went out as brutally as he did, but let's check out his other arm. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds. But this looks like a slice. That's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere.
Super difficult. There's something strange.
Strange? What?
See? Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from where his left arm was sliced, but doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm.
Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it was splattered.
Well, that would explain the blood on his arm, but
There's something else that's strange?
when you flip it over and look at the back of his hand, well, here, there's also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger.
You're right. Why is it only on this part?
See? It's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win.
Yeah, sure, you win. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? I don't know, but it's spoopy. There's still something else? What else haven't we? Yeah, I'll have a couple, why not? Sorry, my brother's bought in chocolate. You could have opened the packet before coming in. I'll have two, thank you. Don't give me like no, dude! He's given me like 7. Jeez, I've got to find a space for these now. I'm just gonna have to put them on the desk. He didn't even bring me a bloody... Didn't even bring me a plate. Gotta be a peasant and eat them off the desk. What have I missed then? Ah, here we go, the rope. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope, but it looks like the tip of that rope burned off. I can't believe they won't give you any chocolate, that's really mean. My brother normally only gives me stuff when he's in a good mood or if he wants something, so... Could this be the result of the fire? But that's weird. The rope is burned off like this. Why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? Ooh. Guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Geez, I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible, and I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer? Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean, am I becoming abnormal too? Ah, you're fine, bud. Don't worry about it. Right, I was interested in this plushie that's got blood all over it. The Monokuma's dead. There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey. No response. He's dead, Jim. Just kidding. I'm not dead. Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory? If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal too.
Hey! Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading.
What the heck?
What are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood? Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you saying?
I had nothing to do with that. Huh?
You're so evil. He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monami. But you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end.
I can't lose.
I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy for Monokuma. Looks like those annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, this is Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Me neither. What else we gotta check? Oh, there's a lighter here? Oh shit! Ah, this is... It's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here...
Just kidding. Ah, an oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm. Bring it on! Is a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire. Well? Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them. Which means? So, using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil... Oh, that's not Sonia, that's me. Using the oil lighter, huh? Did you think the killer set up some sort of trick there? You are right. The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. They caused a fire to destroy evidence? That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but... Dun, 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 dun. Here's our fire grenades. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. Chocolate. This is probably... those fire grenades that we used to put the fire out. Well, they weren't actually useful in the end. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. I'd offer you some chocolate, Weasel, but I don't think I can send it through Twitch. Just know that the offer's there, okay? Well, nonetheless, the evidence really isn't all that strange.
Maybe we should just talk to people now? Yeah, we'll just start talking to people in a minute. Oh, there's... I was wondering where she was. There you are, Kane. Right, let's start talking to people.
So just as I thought. If only everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish this class trial. Then we can think about what will happen after.
Kane's hiding over here. It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's, but it looks like this is different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter?
So...
The time. Looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in Monokuma's file. The time of death was noon sharp. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now
It's time.
it's 12:30 p.m. You don't eat much chocolate anyway, so it's okay. You eat a lot, okay? I'll get fat, it's okay. I'll get fat and then more depressed. So it also has a clock function. Then that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. Huh? It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill. Fresh. Seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? You're right, those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon.
All right!
Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. But this could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare.
All right!
Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious. Jizo! This is a Kane. Oh god, I'm having those. Weasel, you are now my mod. Can you please delete that person for me? Oh yes, please, make me famous. Can you delete him for me, please? Because my chatbot system isn't working at the moment, so I can't do it myself. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you, sweetie. I'll let you keep the sword, considering you're around so much. Gosh, I'm so good at modding. Right, let me get... Where's my mouse gone? There we go. Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem.
Like...
I'm not freaking out about it like Uzuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's gonna happen? Huh? What's gonna happen?
That's obviously wrong.
This rotten school trip is gonna end, right? We can finally go back home. Carefree till the end. Oh my god, is Mamba a mod? Can I time up Mamba? I mean, I won't do that. Mamba is not a mod. The only person who is a mod out of my Discord group is yourself and Martin. Mostly because I can't trust Mamba or Edible not to spam capital letters in my chat. Although I have disabled that function. But yeah, for some reason my chatbot's permanently offline and I don't know why. I might have to do some Googling, see if I can find out why it's doing it. Does that mean... You don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey!
What do you mean, something?
Shut up! Shut up!
He's making us kill each other, you know. What could be worse than that?
Damn it!
I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know. There's no way this'll end smoothly without a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. No, he really cannot. After we live through the crash trial.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
You...
Then don't bring up strange stuff like that. One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way? It's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh. Last person to talk to is Chiaki. She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yep. Yeah, about that sprinkler.
That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire.
Well, you can see a girder right next to it, right? There. See? See? Can you see that red streak?
Huh? Oh god! You're right. I definitely see it. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder.
Perhaps. Is that blood?
Blood? The colour definitely looks like blood, but there's also no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line.
That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange.
It's definitely strange. I should remember this. Blood on the girder. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtains. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone to the trouble of tying him with rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas inside the warehouse first. So let's step back. Yes. Right, what we got here? Oh, MP3 player. What the hell? This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here?
Maybe...
It looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know, that music that was blaring when the fire started. Yeah, you're right. Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it, that music was playing from that MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this? Why did the killer play music before setting the place ablaze? So strange. All the Monokuma panels have been knocked over. There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall they should have been neatly put away. Yeah, they were all lying in a pile, so someone's made them into a set of dominoes and they've just fallen over.
Maybe we're the ones who made this mess.
Huh?
See? Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is...
It's fine. I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. And it was locked, yeah. Huh? It's not opening. Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it. I knew it! It's a trap! Seriously, just stop it, okay? Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? I just gotta use a little more force. What happened to opening it slowly? Akane ignored their protests, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open. Lurking, watching, on and off while cleaning the house. Oh, busted! Hey Carl, welcome to the stream, sweetie. Hope you're okay. Look at my shiny sword. Yeah, that lady is like 60% people. She has massive boobs. We get it, okay?
Could it be? Was that
Well?
it?
Oh no, that was me.
And there's something else I've been wondering. Hey, these Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line.
Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
So, isn't this clearly strange?
Strange. That means we can speculate this was done intentionally. It looks like a domino set, and it's going all the way towards the curtain, and that's where the lighter was. So maybe that set off the fire. It was like pre-programmed to be like a mousetrap situation. It's the only thing I can think of. What else we got? Tons of books. There's a bunch of books stacked on top of each other. Apparently they contain Monokuma's poetry and photos. The sprinkler's completely soaked them. I can't even turn the pages anymore. Well, it's not like I'm missing much. It's like a cardboard bear human centipede. That's the type of thing that Monokuma would probably find fascinating. Tons of CDs. All these CDs, they're all copies of Monokuma's music. These should have been burned too. I don't know whether there's anything else for us to look at. Maybe we just need to talk to everybody again?
Hey!
Oh, no. They're saying exactly the same thing. Yeah, that's the problem. No one has an alibi. We can't trust anybody. There's still somewhere I haven't searched. Oh, just the back? Okay. Oh no, that's moving me back to the back of the warehouse. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Sorry to mention it again, but with I'm surprised she doesn't have to constantly stand in a pool of water. Like, they're frightening. They are crazy ass big. She's a gymnast, would you believe? She is the ultimate gymnast with bazonkas like that. Do I just have to... I don't know... Do I just have to talk to everybody again? Looks like Sonia is focused on investigating the warehouse, which reminds me, there's something I needed to ask her about. Here we go. Now that we've pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey Sonia, do you have a minute?
Yes. What is it?
I wanted to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded. Gymnast. No. She didn't gymnastic. Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It's alright, it's not a bomb. Yeah, she did say that. Why did you know the bombs were fake?
Well...
That's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs... Late replied, congrats on your new sword. Thanks, gonna sharpen and polish it every day. I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing during that time?
Oh my! It cannot be! Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus! Shit! You son of a bitch!
Sonia?
I am sorry. I was panicking. I shall calm down now and explain to you why I was at the military base.
Obviously, you must keep the clean out after each kill. Already made one kill.
When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there.
Huh?
Well, at first I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone, so I kept silent the whole time.
Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
That is... As I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found.
And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered?
Please listen! And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito bought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs.
How did you find out that the bombs at the military base were fake? Who? Not Clay, was it? No, not Clay, I wish. Just an advert. But yeah, she made her first kill. She killed one of those wanna be famous bots. She went, yes, I'd love to be famous, and then impaled them.
Because I attempted to use one of them.
What?
I see. I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I believed the bombs were real, and I thought that I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin.
That's what she was doing.
However, that plan was an utter failure.
It was a fireworks. Woo! I imagine the joy of burning clay. I wouldn't though, I'm too gentle.
The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display.
Woo! Fireworks!
God damn it, all to hell!
She's too posh to be using bad words.
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Monami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb. Which means...
I thought they were going to carry on talking for me so I could eat some more chocolate.
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it. Upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well.
If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is his reason for doing it.
With this, I have explained everything.
Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me.
You're right, I got it. Alright, I pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there are still so many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
You look worried.
Yeah, I am.
Well,
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range.
You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? She might be right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Nezumi Castle where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room too. If I'm going to understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him.
I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating.
can you hear me?
Hey, you guys, it's about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too.
In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her.
I see.
I agree.
see.
I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems like we had the same idea.
Huh?
But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
Yep.
We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here.
I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this investigation together. So we need to search for them in order to... in other areas, probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas, we'd have to give up completely.
You don't really need to say that.
Hey, hey!
Then is it okay if we leave this place? It's okay. There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. This song is great. Right, let's check out the factory first, considering we're next to it. And then we'll move further afield as we go. Apparently the bombs that were stuffed on this truck were actually fireworks. Which reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagito must have bought it from there. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. Oh. Oh, hello, Sonia. Let's have a look at the laptop. That reminds me, when we saw Nagito's video message on this laptop, is he still watching us from somewhere? If he's not, then how did he time this message so perfectly? No, it looks like the video was set to play after the explosion by a wireless signal from the detonator. But why did he have to use a video message? That's the one thing I don't get. At the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means that video was recorded in advance. That's right, besides that video, there might be data on this laptop that could be used as a clue. With that thought in mind, I tried messing around with the laptop, but it's no use, it's locked. There's no way I can examine this. But if it's locked, then maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this.
My!
I have never seen so many Monokumas in all my life.
Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into.
However...
While I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me.
Well?
The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here.
Huh?
Do you have a minute?
If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, that would make a frightening weapon.
Do you not think that the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that?
Amazing!
A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism.
All right!
Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it.
Hold on. If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly messed with it?
Easy as pie!
Either way, it is all gravy.
All gravy? What the hell does that mean?
Enough already!
Stop! There's no bomb.
Hey,
You know if you just pick me up, you'll know if you just pick me up, see? All you'll feel is the soft weight of cotton.
I see.
You are right.
However...
Then, where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
Who knows?
I wonder. Gravy! I'm gonna give you guys a hint. Then you should know it wasn't from the military base.
What?
To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
Please wait.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet about it, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Phew, I feel relieved. You drank a pint of chicken stock yesterday. Why? Please tell me it was for food and not just for drinking purposes. He bought it from the Octagon.
Well done.
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it.
That is...
Did I say something I should not have said?
It's not your fault, don't worry about it. Right. I don't think we need to... I suppose we can check the break room. The break room is on the other side of this door. This is where we obtained the fire grenades. Anything inside? There's nothing on the floor that looks like a clue, not even trash. So I'm guessing we're done here then, right? We'll check the manufacturing equipment and then they'll go. No, there was no food. I was craving. You could have had a packet of salted crisps. That's normally what I do if I want salt. I'll just get some salted crisps. Not drink a pint of chicken stock. Oh my days. That's an enormous machine, but it's stopped for now. Looks like there's nothing related to the incident here. Okay, we can leave then. Yes. Right, what was the other area we needed to go to? Military base. That is on this island, so we'll go to the military base next. I want to go outside. No, you wanted... Gonna go and get some food and coffee, then wake up the sleep. See you later, Weasel. Thank you for stopping by, sweetie. I appreciate it. Enjoy your day. Right, we need to go to the military base, which is not in this direction. I think we pass it before we come to the factory. Yeah, here it is. I also need to check on the pet as well. See if the pet's still alive. clean up the pet. We need to give the pet a treat. Here, have some flavored water. You're welcome. Look how happy he is. I filled the hope meter. Until next growth? Wow. Maybe I need to do a bit of running around so I can get the level up the pet some more. When I tried looking through the truck bed, it's empty. Nothing's here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonia was telling the truth.
However...
The bombs had disappeared, yeah. But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought that they were the real thing. No, never mind. He said as much in his video message. He would have tried one first. It's Nagito. Do you really think there are enough bombs to blow up an entire island? A guy like me would never be able to use them. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No, is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. Let's talk to Kazuichi. Damn it, this dangerous place is the reason all of this messed up stuff is happening.
Hey!
Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these. It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. There's another truck here full of weaponry. Huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed into the trunk bed.
Whoa!
Ah, I found it! What did you find?
Huh?
Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like a survival knife. Wait, that's... Isn't that the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand?
Maybe...
Which means the killer obtained that knife here.
All right!
Moving around the house. Yeah, you did say you were doing a bit of cleaning, didn't you, Cole? So the killer is someone who visited this military base at least once. That's everyone, though. Nope, not me. This is the first time I've been here. Sorry, not chatting much. No, it's no problem, Carl. It's just nice to have you here lurking. I appreciate it. You're kind of listening in, so that's good enough for me. That sounds fishy.
Man. Hey!
I don't think we have anything else to talk about right now. The bombs were fake. This might be fake too, but I'm not brave enough to check for myself. I guess we can just leave then. Yeah, we've got all the information we need from here. So the next area we needed to go to was Nezumi's castle or Nagito's room at the hotel. So I think what we should do is we'll go to Nezumi Castle, which is it's the fourth castle, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Let's go to Nezumi Castle, then we want to go left. I guess I get more steps in if I walk. I know it takes longer for me to get there, guys, but I want to level up the pet some more. We're nearly there. To be fair, it walks quite quickly, so... Here it is. Nezumi Castle. This is where we need to be. Let's go inside. We're looking for a missing spear. There it is. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is hanging from the wall. This spear, this is definitely it, right?
I see.
Just as I thought, it looks like the spear that killed Nagito. The same whip-like cord is attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it.
Also,
Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of those spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of Gungnir. Huh. Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. I'll have you know that's a real spear name! God damn it! Fuyuhiko, you pain in the ass! That is Odin's spear! Oh my god! But why did the killer use the spear and a knife?
well, yeah.
Yeah, they could have just killed him with a knife and it would have been easier too. There's no way a spear like this with this unnecessary cord thing on it would be easy to use. Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they chose this spear for a reason. What could it be? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. It's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer even after he's died. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. We gotta go to Nagito's cottage and find out what he's hiding. To the map. To the cottages. Hello, Chiaki.
Hajime.
What's this?
Oh my, you want to go inside Nagito's room too?
What are you gonna do?
I was just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye.
I didn't do that.
Boy, tough
Then
crowd.
do it. It's sweet because it's made out of black bean paste.
Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and open. Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
Fine, fine.
I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right?
Now then. Loose! Bye-bye!
See, I opened the door. You can freely investigate now.
This isn't my first time seeing that. But why does the door open with a spell like that?
Perhaps.
Maybe the cottage key is computerized.
Hey.
More importantly, let's go inside now that the door is open. Yeah, you're right. What the hell? So, Nagito was living here. Hey, he had a fridge in his room! I had shit! I didn't have a fridge in my room. I just had a bed, I don't even think I had a TV in my room. I'd have to check if I actually end up going back to my room at any point in this game, but I did not have a fridge and I am upset now. I want a fridge in my room. I want a fridge 45 hours into my stream. What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? I can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope, becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us? No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hidden here as well. Well, obviously we want to look at this bloody love heart box over here that's glowing. A fancy looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Ah, could this be...
Can you let me know if you find my treasure? It's a magnificent treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights.
Perhaps.
A treasure box.
Chiaki, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute.
Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Monami's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Monami was talking about was Nagito. But why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out? Might be good to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous.
It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know? If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monami in the first place. I turned back towards the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside, there was a notebook. This is it? Why is a notebook inside the treasure box like it's something important? I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2, Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things have happened today, so everyone's tired. What's this? A diary?
Looks like it. Did Monami write these?
Probably. These pictures and entries are totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, 4, 5, page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand it, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go in the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen?
Oh, it's nothing.
Stop it!
Don't look at my notebook.
Whoa! From out of nowhere, Monami suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
I won't forgive you.
I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Geez, that was close. If I had come any later, he would have seen the inside of the notebook.
Unfortunately, you were a little too late.
Huh?
But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief?
No!
Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student!
Hey.
That's a notebook. It's pretty much your diary, right?
Diary? It seems that way. That's right. This is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written.
Hey!
You're a liar. You always show up out of nowhere.
Why you?
Monami, it's not good to lie, you know.
Lie?
There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monami can't even write.
Huh?
What are you saying? Geez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B.
That's wrong!
No, you can't. Because you have no fingers on your hands.
Phew!
See? Bullseye. I know, because I'm the same way too.
What?
Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey.
So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you saying?
There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister.
She's pissed.
It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second.
Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true?
Huh?
He said you didn't write in that notebook, is that true? If so, who wrote in it?
Well, you know, it's, how should I put it?
Bye-bye.
Excuse me?
Hold on! Damn it, she totally ran away again.
Yep.
The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try and get answers from her.
But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better that I didn't ask her. Right, what else can we look for? Did he put anything in there? Oh, he's in the bathtub! There's a refrigerator.
Huh?
Nice, my cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from.
Nagito probably supplied it himself.
Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks?
As I talked with Jackie, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. There really isn't much inside. The only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle.
For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he's stocked very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right?
Really? It looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? I took the brown bottle out of the fridge instead of reading at the label. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death. Hey, this is...
Could it be?
Yeah, it looks like poison.
Poison?
Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it a little more in detail.
But
But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it.
stop it. You worry me like that, I'm gonna get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone is Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes immediate effect. Please handle with care. Though it's my brain is just there. My brain and my tongue are not in sync. Validity is low. This liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. It's a gaseous state. It is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and it is very susceptible to hydrolysis. So it's possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container, away from sunlight.
This sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure.
But where did Nagito get something like this?
Well,
That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel too.
Apply to the bomb.
see?
There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items.
The octagon inside the funhouse. This poison, he must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial.
He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial?
Geez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle?
Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey.
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison?
Huh?
See?
It looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it?
I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that he hasn't been sprung yet? Another trap?
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it could be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island.
Everyone on the island? What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you died? I want the Monokuma in the bathtub.
No.
Nice. Let's have a look at the bookshelf. There's a lot of books arranged here. Did Nagito bring these from the library? In addition to books, there's a bunch of random crap stuffed on the shelf.
It might take a lot of time for us to thoroughly go through that stuff.
Hey.
Let's just leave it for later.
Yeah, I agree. It's the bed that comes with the cottages. It just looks like the one in my room, but
Hey.
Maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's a usual place for hiding things.
yeah, like porn. Well, we should check just in case. With no expectations and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. What's this?
It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base?
A gas mask and rubber gloves. Was he hiding these under his bed? What did Nagito use this stuff for?
Well, obviously for the poison.
Hajime.
Is there anything else under the bed?
Let's see. I peeked under the bed once again and started looking around where I found the supermarket bag and... there's a small piece of paper on the floor. A piece of paper made of blue aluminium.
A round piece of blue aluminium, huh? It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise.
I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait. Time out.
knows?
Sorry, I don't know where that yawn came from. Sheesh. It might be too soon to decide that. Very strange indeed. Guess we just talk to Chiaki now?
Our time for investigating is winding down.
So,
The bookshelf might take some time to investigate, so we should try examining some other areas first.
Since it's structured just like my room, the shower room is over here. Looks like there aren't any clues here. Everywhere we go, we're being constantly monitored. Either way, it pisses me off. Window? Okay. Basic layout is just like my cottage. There's nothing about this window that's really eye-catching. I don't think there's anything else for me to look at then, is there? Why would Nagito steal this? But Monomi didn't write that in the notebook, so who did? No, that notebook doesn't matter right now. I don't think there's anything else for me to check, is there? I've checked everything. There's still something left for me to check. The genres and the types of items are also random. I can't make any sense of them whatsoever.
well,
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart.
Do they now?
I definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this.
So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all of these piles.
That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though.
yep.
I'll leave it to you then, Hajime.
Wait, what?
It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things, you know. There might be private stuff here.
Well, that might be true, but
See?
So I'll leave this shelf to you.
I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. Okay, so I do have to have a look at this shelf then. Okay. I sighed and walked towards the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items and examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, there was still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. Huh? Oh, he still has the book, doesn't he? Oh, he has the book. Well, that wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. Then there's this one. That seal. Indeed, it's the school badge of Hope's Peak Academy. Does that have information about our stolen memories? Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. This file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's. We should totally fucking read this. Nagito said this only contains information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies too. I opened the file and held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really only has my information, then why is this file so thick? Oh. As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me, just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was information about the others. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonia. And everyone who died had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us.
Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too. I turned the page, continuing my information, and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, height, and weight, and so forth. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words reserve course student. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a reserve course student from the reserve department. Why is this the only thing that wasn't a lie? Why? Why am I the only one here who's from the reserve department? Why? Why am I here with all the other ultimates? That is the question.
Hey, hey.
Hajime, did something happen?
Well, I just found a strange file.
Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there.
It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone?
Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us.
Can I take a look at that file?
Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file.
You're right. My profile is really in here. But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
Then it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on.
Huh?
What happened?
I just noticed it right now, but
The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Who are you talking about?
Nagito.
Byakuya.
Oh,
I'm talking
Byakuya.
about Byakuya Togame.
Byakuya's not in there.
Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
Monokuma's here.
No way!
So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps based on that, you think he might be the traitor?
No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious.
Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life,
Too bad.
it's totally wrong. That's a completely different reason.
A different reason.
You're getting all riled up.
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation.
What do you mean?
What the heck?
You don't have to ask me that. You'd know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right?
Huh? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly, I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. The ultimate imposter. Woo.
That's Byakuya's true identity.
True identity.
He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny Byakuya Togami.
A fake? What?
Hey,
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. No, I'm not jealous of that at all.
That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami?
Perhaps.
I mean, that makes 1,000,000,000% sense because I don't think Byakuya would have gotten himself that fat. Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life? Exactly. Straight on there, Chiaki.
So cool!
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that.
Then he was lying to us the whole time?
But still.
But he couldn't help it.
What? Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
'Cause that was his talent.
Huh?
Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain a talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent, regardless of whether you want that life or not.
In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a little bit more liberating.
What the hell?
Anyway,
I'm not happy you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
that's right!
So, I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth.
Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? I cannot talk to the others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell.
Based on the context, if I had to guess.
No.
Maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope's Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already.
So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss.
Phew.
Jeez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor.
Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course!
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
Could it be?
So it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
Hey,
Go from Monokuma to me to Chiaki in one sentence.
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak Academy.
You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in there?
correct!
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily.
Hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right?
Well, probably.
Dun dun dun.
It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
Are you sure about this?
Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know.
Time's up. Wait.
Bye!
Excuse me for a moment.
It begins once again. That chime just now.
What is most important for living things? Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial.
Last class
so please
trial.
gather at Monokuma Rock.
Oh my god.
I'll see you soon.
This is crazy. The last class trial? He said that, right? He said last class trial.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial.
What do you think? Should we believe him?
Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days? He said something about the killing school trip ending, right?
Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
But still.
But I can't imagine that it's the real end.
Huh?
I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that.
His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once?
Well,
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first.
You're right. A class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
but still,
Well, you don't have to worry so much.
Huh?
right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know.
You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we can do that, things will turn out fine. Right, we need to go to Monokuma Rock. Where is Monokuma Rock is over here, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's close to the first island. Let's walk. How many steps have I got left? Because I don't think I'm going to be able to evolve my pet, because I've just been... I need to do 942 steps. I've just been fast traveling everywhere. It's just been more convenient. Here we are. Here we are again. Terrified as can be. All good pals and plenty of murder sprees.
Damn right.
Looks like everyone's here.
Huh? Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it, you're making me depressed.
Stupid fool!
So, is it going to happen again? The cruel conflict where we must out our friends?
But once we're through this, we can go back, right?
That's right.
That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this was the last class trial.
Damn it.
But we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know?
You know, right?
That's why I'll definitely survive. If we can't really go home after we deal with this class trial,
That's right.
I'll definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what, even if I have to pull out all the stops.
You...
What the fuck? Why are you here?
You haven't realized yet? That feeling of wanting to leave this island, thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know.
Huh?
What are you saying?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse.
Stop trying to jinx us!
I'll pick you up!
Damn right, stupid rabbit should just shut up.
Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair.
Huh?
I have finally realized after losing my powers, I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it. In order to become someone who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight.
Huh?
Well, what's her deal?
I do not really know, but she seems different from before.
Maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
But her eyes. She looks so determined.
You...
You can tell... What? You can tell that just by looking at those button eyes?
Anyway, make sure you turn off Minimaru. It'd be annoying if he started talking during the trial. Uh-huh. Fine.
But still,
Somehow I understand what Monami is saying, I think. Anyway,
That's me. Anyway, let's get going to the last class trial.
Yep.
you're right. We need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end.
To the trial room, to the trial room. For the last time. For the last time. Is this the end? What excuse me. Croaky voice there. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock. We should technically die in the shaking concussion. This elevator ride. This will be the last time on this too, right? I hope so.
well,
Let's worry about things after we're finished.
you are right.
More importantly, We must focus on the class trial before us.
Damn it.
The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito? There's no way this is gonna go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that.
Nagito, he was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent upon him. But even if he's gone, the ones who survived need to stand and fight. Fight. We must fight. And then the doors slowly opened, the bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope or the light of despair? Hell yeah, look at this industrial trial room.
Now that chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left.
Shut the hell up!
Enough, just fucking start this already.
Hey!
Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep.
It sure is. So, you guys gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all.
All right!
Didn't I tell you? He said it. This is the end.
Now then.
Let's get this trial started.
Viva killing!
This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other.
This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Nagito... I'm just gonna skip over his surname. I literally cannot remember how he pronounced his surname at the start. The ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. And then he turned into a raging fucking psychopath. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there was also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but there's no way we can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito, the killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this really is the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. I would definitely like to save my progress, s'il vous plaît. Right, everybody, we're going to take a break for a couple of hours and we'll come back and we'll do the trial afterwards. I'm going to go and do a couple of chores, grab some lunch. So I've already pre-organised that the trial is going to be on at 3 p.m, which is in 2.5 hours from now. But it should be set to your time zone in the schedule section of Twitch. Thank you guys so much for joining me for the first half. It's actually easier for me to do the trial and the investigation in one go if I can, just because it helps me remember things a bit better. So we'll come back later and we'll do the final class trial. It's going to be super duper exciting. How do I get out of here? I can't press my magical buttons. Do I just have... I'm guessing I just have to cut the whole thing down the middle, straight like that. Beautiful. So yeah, I'll just force a shutdown on the game because it won't let me go to the menu from there. But I have saved, so that's all good. So I will catch you guys shortly. Enjoy your afternoon. Grab some food, get a drink, get all snuggly and cozy, and we'll do the class trial. I'll see you guys shortly. Take care. Bye-bye.